Hey, what's going on, guys? Infamous Beats here. I've come up with a new batch of beats, so I thought I'd do some more tutorials. I'm gonna start off with one that sounds kind of like a Rae Sremmurd featuring Nicki Minaj, the Throw Some More record produced by Mike Will Made It. This is how I did my version. I'm gonna open up the project right now. As usual, I'm gonna start with the pattern by pattern breakdown, and then I'm gonna let you hear what the whole thing sounds like. If you want, you can read in the description to first listen to the beat and then come back to it if you like. So let's start with pattern number one. Pattern number one is always a kick. So as you can see, it's just a simple kick. And then let's move on to the 808, which stays pretty much the same throughout the whole thing. And this is how I did the 808, which is basically, as any Mike Will Made It type beat, the most important part. And it's got to be really heavy and really thumpy. Let me turn up the volume a little bit. There we go. This is what the bass sounds like and looks like. As you can see, it's pretty low notes. I actually went with G4 and then all the way up to G5 and even C6. This is the pattern right here. And to make it sound like that, as you can probably hear, and as you already probably know, I like it really growly. This is how I did it with Camel Crusher. This is what it sounds like without. Already sounds pretty good, but with it just gets more edge to it, you know. I use the ultra fat preset right here with a little bit of Mac distortion and mostly tube distortion. There we go. And then we move on to simple snare with a little bit of reverb to it. EQ'd it. Should lower this down a little bit. Simple snare. Then this kind of tom, kind of to just add like some cushion and switch things up a little bit. As you can see, I always go for 16 bar patterns because I like it better like this, and it helps you change things more. This I did the hi-hats right here. With kind of this little hat roll right here. And as you can see from my other videos, to do this you just click once and then you click on select this and then you go Alt U. You can get to chop the hi-hat as often as you want like this and make it as small as you like. And then let's move on to pattern 6. This is like the kind of sounds like a music box in the original version. This is how I did mine, with a silent one, with a slow lead. It's called. This is pretty much the high synth. So I turned the velocity down on the lower notes. This is the same pattern repeated on the higher on different octaves. So it's G6 and G7. This is what it sounds like. Pretty simple, but it's pretty effective as well. And then I went with another combination where I had another synth. This is kind of like a sliding synth. There we go. It's the same melody, just lower, with a lower register so that you have more room and it makes it thicker. This is, I believe, another silent one. Shake that ass. Right on. Then this is this insane trap lead that I got from this expansion pack in Nexus. And this is kind of still always the same melody, just in lower register, to make it kind of sound like a low brass, kind of low synth type thing. And then we got this West Bell, which is a cool sound. There, kind of like a weird. It's a pretty like playful beat. It's nothing too serious, nothing too dark. So, you know, it's good to experiment a little bit. And then I added this instead of the same usual chant, I added this Gucci Cook chant. And what I did is I changed the panning on these two. As you can see, it's one more to the right and one more to the left, and then all the other ones are centered. And I also changed the velocity of these three because otherwise it sounded like a kind of like a chop snare. Here, I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like. Yeah, so it sounds a little too high, in my opinion. There, that's nice. So that's the chant part, and then we go on to this Zaytoven Chant that I used. Oops, sorry. That I used. There we go. The same old Zaytoven Chant right before the drop. And then what do we have next? Like this little snare roll thing. Just a snare. And then we go on to the. Alright. This is like a kick roll with a high 808. Just switch things up a little bit. The way the beat is laid out is pretty much just like Rae Sremmurd fit Nicki Minaj, Throw Some More. And it starts off with the hook where there's the love filter, where there's kind of like this high pass and you just hear the bass pretty much. And then once you hear the verse, the filter is automated so that it fades out and you actually hear the whole track and all the instruments played. So it's like filtered here, unfiltered all here, and then filtered again in the hook. And this is where she goes, ass fat on the flow, just like that, you know. All right, so this is what the beat sounds like all together, and the FLP to this project will be released once the video gets to 150 comments and 150 likes. So you know, I'm grinding hard with this YouTube thing, so you guys gotta help me out. I'm gonna keep the whole thing coming, but you know, you gotta do your part too. So get to typing, get to liking, get to sharing, do what you gotta do, and then I'm gonna let you hear what it sounds like. I'm out. Legal. So that was the end of the beat right there. Hope you like it. As I said, you know what to do. I'm out. Leg out.